I tell you, that Chico's not that much shorter than Rick Fuller.
There he goes with an armbar. Fuller takes him over. Top wrist lock right there.
He's a powerful guy, that Rick Fuller, I tell you that.
Chico looking like a ballerina right there. I just got done talking about how tough this guy is, and he looks like Twinkle Toes Flintstone.
It certainly does, but don't count him out.
Trying to get to the rope right there for a break. Smart move.
You open that door crack for him, he's going to come charging through that door. I tell you that right now.
Oh, knee to the head right there, Tommy.
That rang his bell.
Another top wrist lock there by Rick Fuller.
What's he up to here? What's Ricky up to here?
Climbing the rope.
Oh, scraped him in the eyes. What'd I tell you about this guy? No holds barred.
He's a mean dude. I'm telling you, both these guys.
He certainly is. I tell you, him and his partner.
Up and over. Fuller takes him over. Huge clothesline right there.
Hung him out on that one. Another one. Timeout.
Fuller, who just got back from an extensive tour of the Orient with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I asked him, what'd you learn over there while you were in Japan? He says, I got meaner.
Yeah, he did get meaner, I tell you. You know, Fuller is known throughout the world. I mean, he's wrestled everywhere, throughout the United States, throughout the world, all the islands. Everybody knows Big Rick Fuller.
Well, here we go. They're to the outside right now, just as we thought this one was going to go, Tommy. They're on the outside of the ring, chopping each other, throwing punches at each other, rolls them back in the ring. Fuller slides under the bottom rope. Oh. Chico misses an elbow drop right there. Smart maneuver by Fuller to miss that one.
Working on that arm.
Backs him up into the corner. Kyle with the count right there. Oh, he stepped in between, and he was able to let Chico get an opening, like you said, Tommy.
I tell you.
You give him an inch, he's going to take a yard, and he just did it.
A yard, and that's what he's doing. He's working him over real good now. I like that yellow stripe across his outfit there. Do not cross.
There he goes, Tommy, with a boot to the midsection right there. Follows it up with a double stomp across the back with his forearms. Into the stomach right there with a shoulder block into the ropes.
I tell you, he's working him over real good here. But don't count Rick Fuller out.
Reversal by Fuller, shoots him in.
Oh, missed that one. Missed that one.
Once again, double forearms to the back. And now he's choking him on the middle rope there, Tommy. Big left hand to the top of the head right there.
I tell you what, I've always wondered why that referee lets them go with that clenched fist, you know?
You know, Tommy, I think what happens here in the NWA is these guys have learned they have to let the matches flow a little bit. And the referees are excellent at their job. I know that's from your tutelage and you're, every week giving them pointers. And I think they've relaxed just a tiny little bit so that we can see more outcomes.
Look at this.
2.5 count.
2.5 count.
But as I was saying, I think it just breeds we want to see more pinfalls and more submissions and less disqualifications here. And we've opened up the rule book just a smidge, Tommy.
Yes, we have. Rick is working him over.
Beautiful chop right there. Oh, took him right off his feet.
Flat on his back. Off the rope. Big kick to the head. I think Rick's looking to finish him off now.
Uh-oh, he's got him guzzled up for a choke slam. Wait a minute, here comes Nico.
Oh boy, look at this. Nico's in the ring now, working Rick Fuller over. He got him from the back. He's slamming him in the head. Both of them on him now. Cross the ring. Boom! Rick Fuller come back on that one, boy. Double clothesline.
And Rick Fuller, I think, is going to win this one by disqualification, Tommy. And that's right.
There's
your
what happened.
Big Rick Fuller. Winner by disqualification, Rick Fuller. Tommy, this is Ricky O here, and we're cutting back to the studio right now. Tommy, this was the first match back for Rick Fuller after he went to Japan. And this should have been a telltale sign to us about what he did a couple weeks later by turning on Apollo.
Yeah.
I've noticed a little bit more rule breaking in this matchup.
His attitude changed. I tell you, this is not the same Rick Fuller I'm used to. I tell you that right now.
And I guess we did find out that the Giant Pharaoh is the one who paid for his trip to Japan, for his training over there at the New Japan Dojo, and he's come back now as a hired gun for the Giant Pharaoh.
It looks that way. I tell you, there's no more stunned person in this world than me, and I tell you what, he sure did change. He made a complete reversal of 360.
This was the match right here one night before the Augusta Showdown when he turned on Apollo, the heavyweight champion, and just beat him down and set up what we now have, Apollo versus Rick Fuller. No more is fan favorite Rick Fuller here, but we've got one half of greed and disgustingness in Rick Fuller.
I tell you, when he did that, did you notice that, audience? You could have heard a pin drop when he went in that ring and pulled that move.
He never, ever wanted to show Apollo that he had anything coming. Up until the last second, Apollo was able to trust Rick Fuller, but he played him like a fiddle, and Rick Fuller is back as bad. Beep, Rick Fuller.
Oh, yeah, Pearl Harbor. That's what that was.
NWA On Fire speeds into Unity Raceway Friday, June 19th with a special 7 p.m. start. Don't miss the high-flying, hard-hitting tag team specialist, the Logan Brothers, plus heavyweight champion, the Great Apollo. Also the Latin Hit Squad in action, as well as the enormous Nigerian Nightmares. Join us for an action-packed excitement. Friday, June 19th, Unity Raceway. Be there!
Latin Hit Squad, time and time again, you find a way to cheat your way out of a victory or try to screw the Logan Brothers over. But Middletown, Connecticut, there's nowhere to run. There's going to be no more games. That's the night that the Logan Brothers finally capture the NWA Tag Team Championships. The Logan Brothers are coming at you from South Boston, Massachusetts, and we have a goal. We're finally taking those belts from you, and you're going to find out the hard way that we are the high-flying, hard-hitting tag team specialists.
Tommy, we're back, and what do we have here but our TV main event, the Golden Boy taking on NWA On Fire heavyweight champion Apollo for the title.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be one exciting match. I tell you what, this is a good matchup. The Golden Boy, I tell you, he may not have it as far as weight, but I tell you, he's got experience. He knows how to handle himself. He's one heck of a wrestler.
Absolutely, and if there's anybody deserving of a title shot off the recent winning streak, it's the Golden Boy.
Oh, yeah, he is. You know, he's taken down some pretty big opponents. You know, this is not his first big opponent. He's been around.
It's not his first night at the rodeo, I'll tell you that.
That's for sure.
But talking about being experienced in a world champion, look at the guy he's in the ring with.
I tell you, the guy's built like a skyscraper. He's unbelievable. You got to see him in person, folks. You got to come to a show and see him in person. You wouldn't believe what you're looking at.
Apollo, just worldwide known as one of the top professionals in the business. TNA, WWE, New Japan, IWA Puerto Rico, anywhere you go, this guy's held titles. And let me tell you, Tommy, what an honor and a privilege to have him competing here in NWA.
One of the nicest guys in professional wrestling. I remember that time when he went into the hospital and visited that young man who was sick. I mean, he didn't have to do that, you know, but he did that because that's the kind of guy he is.
Absolutely, and you could see one of the most popular people we have in NWA On Fire, maybe one of the most popular ever here in the NWA, and we're proud to have him. Apollo and the Golden Boy action getting started right away. Golden Boy jumping on him, shooting him off.
Ducks under, another duck. Up and over, look at this.
Apollo holding on, sending a Golden Boy flying. Oh, almost took his head off with that clothesline, but what a knife-edge chop right there, Tommy.
He just about took his head off on that one. Right now, what's going through the Golden Boy's mind is, oh boy, oh boy.
This is like a Ferrari fighting a Mack truck.
Oh, yeah. This could be an exciting match. It could be a good